My dear friends, today I want to share a story that might resonate with many of you. It's a simple story, one that everyone can understand and connect with on a personal level. The topic we'll explore is how to get rid of depression. Now, before diving into the story, let me take a moment to explain why this subject is so important. Depression is not just sadness, it's a heavy fog that can cloud one's mind and steal joy from even the simplest of moments. Many people suffer silently, thinking they're alone in their struggles. But the truth is, help is available, and it often begins with understanding that you're not alone. Through this story, we'll see how one boy faced his darkest moments and found a way to rise above them. The goal is to inspire hope and offer insights, all wrapped in a narrative that's both relatable and uplifting. Once upon a time, in a small, bustling town, surrounded by lush green hills, there lived a boy named Arjun. At first glance, Arjun seemed like any other teenager. He went to school, spent time with his friends, and enjoyed playing football in the evenings. But behind his cheerful exterior, Arjun carried a heavy burden, one he couldn't quite explain. For weeks, Arjun had been feeling a strange emptiness. It started as a fleeting sadness, but soon it became a constant companion. He found it harder to get out of bed in the mornings, and the activities that once brought him joy now felt meaningless. He struggled with his studies, avoided his friends, and even stopped playing football, his favorite pastime. At first, Arjun tried to ignore these feelings. "It's just a phase," he told himself. But as days turned into weeks, he realized that something was deeply wrong. He didn't know how to talk about it. He didn't know who to talk to. All he knew was that he felt trapped in a world that was losing its color. One rainy afternoon, Arjun sat alone in his room, staring at the raindrops racing down the window. He felt like those raindrops, falling, slipping, and unable to climb back up. That's when his mother knocked on the door. "Arjun, can I come in?" she asked gently. "Yeah, sure," he replied. Though his voice lacked its usual energy, his mother sat beside him and placed a warm hand on his shoulder. "I've noticed you've been feeling down lately," she said. "You don't have to go through this alone, you know. Do you want to talk about it?" For a moment, Arjun hesitated. But then, something inside him broke open. The words spilled out. All his fears, his sadness, and his confusion. His mother listened patiently, her eyes filled with compassion. "Thank you for sharing this with me," she said when he was done. "I know it wasn't easy, but now that we've started talking about it, we can figure out how to help you feel better." The next day, Arjun's mother took him to see a counselor named Mr. Ravi. At first, Arjun was nervous. He wasn't sure what to expect, but Mr. Ravi had a kind smile and a soothing voice that immediately put him at ease. "Hi, Arjun," Mr. Ravi began. "I want you to know that this is a safe space. Whatever you're feeling, it's okay to talk about it here." As their sessions progressed, Arjun began to open up. Mr. Ravi taught him about depression, explaining that it was not a sign of weakness but a condition that many people experience. They worked together to identify the thoughts and behaviors that were contributing to Arjun's feelings of hopelessness. "Arjun," Mr. Ravi said one day, "it's important to remember that small steps can lead to big changes. Let's start by setting a few simple goals." Together, they created a plan. Arjun would try to get outside for at least 15 minutes a day, even if it was just to sit in the garden. He would write down one thing he was grateful for each evening. And he would reach out to a friend, even if it was just to say hello. At first, these steps felt almost impossible. But with time and persistence, they began to make a difference. Sitting in the garden allowed Arjun to feel the warmth of the sun on his skin and the gentle breeze in his hair. Writing down his gratitude helped him focus on the small, positive moments in his day, and reconnecting with his friends reminded him that he wasn't as alone as he'd thought. One day, As he walked through the park, Arjun noticed something he hadn't in a long time: the vibrant colors of the flowers, the cheerful chirping of the birds, and the laughter of children playing nearby. For the first time in months, he felt a glimmer of hope. As weeks turned into months, Arjun continued to heal. He started playing football again, laughing with his friends, and even helping others who were struggling with their own challenges. He learned that recovery wasn't a straight path, but a journey with ups and downs. And through it all, he reminded himself that it was okay to ask for help when he needed it. Looking back, Arjun realized that his journey out of depression had taught him valuable lessons. He had learned the importance of self care, the power of human connection, and the strength that comes from facing your struggles head on. Most importantly, he discovered that even in the darkest moments, there is always a way forward. So, my dear friends, if you ever find yourself feeling like Arjun, remember this: you are not alone. Reach out to someone you trust. Take small steps, no matter how difficult they may seem. And never lose hope, because brighter days are always ahead.